I genuinely believe that my 2 years in leadership in the Senate should demonstrate to anybody that's been paying attention that I am truly about creating an atmosphere that's conducive to job creation. Just like in business, you have to have some faith in the future. You have to have faith in what you're doing today will create the intended consequence tomorrow. It's called build it and they'll come. I mean, I'm a car dealer. I got to build stupid Taj Mahal buildings. Manufacturers make me if I want to have the franchise, betting on the fact that I'll sell enough cars to make a mortgage payment. Much the same in West Virginia. We need to make sure that we've created that environment that is good. But if you'll look on my website, you will see that I have put some of our ideas on the on economic development. One is a public-private partnership, 501c3 outside of government that will head our economic development initiatives, and there's reasons for that. If right now, the people in commerce, I'm not saying they're bad people, but they're bureaucrats, and somehow they're the ones that are charged with going out and appealing to businesses around this country to come here and invest. And to me, there's a gross disconnect, because if they don't truly know what it is to sign the front of a paycheck, if they don't truly know what it is that businesses need, how can they be charged with successfully going out and attracting those job creators? So I propose a partnership that you bring business to the table, and this is small and large business, and you have government at the other side of the table, which would represent any of the agencies that are important. Highways for infrastructure issues, education, DHHR. I mean, you bring those parts of state government together, the governor chairs it, and then the job creators can look at government and saying, hey, you want to make this work, we need to do this, and then it becomes a partnership. But by taking it outside of state government, we take the mandates off of them too. Legislatively, it'll say, well, we can only pay our Commerce Secretary $95,000. Okay. I've always understood you get what you pay for, and if I want the best in the nation at economic development, maybe we've got to pay him more. But this becomes something that industry, that businesses are footing some of the bill for sitting at the table, and all. But it's something as simple as being able to pay the wage that it takes to get the best. But you know, there's so many mandates that government brings, or you know, in our, as the 50th most regulated state in the nation, and we can just get away from those. I'll tell you what else happens. These people have relationships, who they went to school with, who they were in a fraternity or a sorority with, or who they are in an industry with, and they go to those industry meetings, they sit on other public boards, and they can pick up the phone and call the chairman of IBM or whoever and say, hey, John, we need you. You know, we need you to consider West Virginia. Here are all the things that we've done. Could we have an appointment? And then that's when the governor goes and knocks on somebody's boardroom door that's already open and closes the deal. There was another one in there. There's an endowment fund that I'm suggesting that we put together, and that is so that, again, we can go and attract world-class researchers to West Virginia. We do a pretty good job of it now with WVU and Marshall, but if we can go out and attract the best, the world-class ones that we can't get now because you can only pay them so much, listen, they're going to go where the opportunity is best. So if this endowment can subsidize a salary through that first year, they know where to get the money. They know how to go after the federal grants, and they'll get them, and then you cut them, and they're in for a piece of that, and then the endowment can back off and go on to the next project. But you bring in world-class research, and guess what? It doesn't all have to go in Morgantown or Huntington. It can go into pockets around this state that need the help, but these always become business incubators. Businesses spring up around successful research and development.